All right. So, welcome to this LIstadum office hour session. Today, we are doing a live listing critic. So, please share the link to one of your listings in the chat and we will hopefully get to it. There are a few people today, so hopefully, we can do at least one of your listings each. And yeah, this should be good. Thanks for sharing, Swati. We'll get to that eventually soon. Okay. Also, as often, this session is recorded and will be published on our YouTube channel. We will send the link to the recording once it's published to everybody who joined from Luma. And yes, Nea, anything you'd like to say before we get started?
No, let's get started.
All right. Well, I see that a few people already started sharing their listings. Thank you for that. I'm going to open it and share my screen so that we can get to it. All right, so this listing has been submitted by Swati. And shop is the UNQ World. And this is a pastel personalized case, magnetic phone cover for iPhone 16, iPhone 15 Plus Pro Max, iPhone 14 Pro Max, mini cute custom name case, iPhone 17. So that's an interesting title that we have here. Yeah, why don't you get started with this? You're muted.
Okay, so first of all, I mean, listing is 3 years old and has good amount of favorites. So I'm assuming it gets decent sales. 3 years also means it's probably declining. Is that true?
Can you repeat what you said?
I feel like 3 years is like the sweet spot in Etsy listings. These days, they start declining after that. So I was just curious if it is declining or like the reason for changes, because looks like it's doing good statistics wise.
Yes. So Swati, if you can add some details in the chat about how this listing is doing, we are kind of curious. Indeed, this is a fairly old listing. It's been there for 3 years. And if we look at the all-time data, all-time statistics for this listing, like a listing that is getting a few views every day, usually gets some sales. Is that still the case, or it is all views and it's actually on decline? That's a good question. All right, well, we are going to look at two things. The first one is like the SEO side, how to get views, and the second side is more how to make sure that we convert these views into sales. Both of these things feed what we call like the flywheel, like the Etsy flywheel. The idea is not just to appear in search. If you appear in search but don't get the click, or if you get the click and don't convert the sales, then eventually the Etsy algorithm is going to bury your listing and it will never be found again. So it's very important to have both work hand in hand. You want to have a listing that is properly optimized so that it appears in search, but you also need to make sure that this listing converts. All right. The first thing I see is the title. Nea, what do you think about this title?
It feels like too much is going on.
Yes. So this is the classic titles that we found on Etsy for many years. It is a little bit keyword stuffed, as Etsy calls it. I'm sure if you go in your Etsy dashboard, it's going to tell you that this title is too long and they are going to try and have you write it. Of course, if it works for you, there's no reason to change it. This is actually something important here. Etsy in the dashboard, they have these Etsy visibility issues that they are surfacing, including this one. They will tell you that your title is not good, that it's too long, that it's keyword stuff, and they want you to rewrite it with their AI tool. But what we have observed is that it's not because they tell you that there is an issue that it is an issue. They actually, the algorithm doesn't work exactly the way they want it to work. What they tell you about this Etsy visibility issue is that they don't like the title. They don't say that it doesn't work. They just say they don't like it. Right now?
Yeah, they don't really like they change it, but I don't know, in a weird way. Okay, so yes, the keyword stuffing is intense. I also just checked it quickly with the Marketplace Insights tool, and honestly, nobody is searching for pastel personalized case. There are zero searches for that term. So your title, like, remember, like the first 22 characters in your title has to be the exact, I mean, in this case, yes, it is a pastel personalized case, but it's really like nobody's searching for it. So you want to make sure you optimize the first part of your title.
Well, the personalized case is probably what people are looking for, although I'm assuming
It's
people
not even
will
that.
look
Just
more for
custom phone case
personalized
has
phone case.
custom phone case has 7.5K searches in 30 days, which is personalized phone case also has 3K, but I don't know why. Pastel personalized case does not have anything. It's a so I would
Yes,
just
but like
say
you are looking at it like the word pastel here at the beginning is maybe not that useful, is what you're saying, but personalized case here is
I would say I would
very
just rename it to
much needed.
personalized phone case because that's the exact search term that Etsy is giving me.
Mhm,
And I kind of follow that because it's coming from Etsy.
mhm.
So yeah,
So
pastel can stay,
you are
but I would
finding that
just
from the
add.
marketing insight
Yeah, I
that
can show
is
you
visible
quickly if you
within your
want.
dashboard, correct?
Yeah, let me show you quickly.
One thing that I find curious in this title also is to put iPhone 17 towards the end and still cover the iPhone 16, iPhone 15, iPhone
Yeah.
14 before you will put iPhone 17. It looks like it's been added after the fact, which is all right. But the question I have is, are most of the people ordering a case from you, which phone do they order the most? Because this is what I will put sooner rather than later in the title.
Yeah. So I'm showing my dashboard of the marketing insights. And as you can see, like zero searches for that exact term. But if you have to rename it personalized phone case or pastel personalized phone case, custom phone case, these are better terms to use in your title. It also gives you kind of an idea of like maybe you should be launching floral phone case or aesthetic phone case. Anyways, go back to the page.
Mhm. All right. Well, yeah, the title is a little funny, and there are things to say about it. Essentially, like in search, only the beginning, only the first like 30 characters of your listings are going to be shown at the beginning. And so I don't know, I'm not counting, but like I'm guessing it's going to look like something like this. On phone, especially, like it's very tiny. You only have a few characters, so like you want to make sure that people get what they want. If you want to have like the tiny SEO boost, then put something that best describe what it is. Is it? But like personalized case best describe what it currently is. All right. Moving
Um,
on to like tags here. I see the word case is repeated 1, 2, 3, 4. Is too many times to be counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The word iPhone, I'm going to guess, is repeated a bunch of time as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. The like okay, so let's repeat the tags rule one more time here so that we are all aligned. So first of all, it's important to use your 13 tags. This is the rule number one. You are here to describe to Etsy algorithm what your product is about. And so in order to do that, they give you 13 tags, each tag of 20 characters maximum. And so your goal is to use as much of this as possible to explain to Etsy algorithm what your product is. And you want to have the biggest combination possible of words, so that the biggest variety possible of words, so that they can create as many combinations as possible. So the 3 rules are: use your 13 tags. Don't use single word tags because you are wasting characters, basically. And the last one is: do not repeat your words, because you want a bigger variety of words so that Etsy can make more variations and more combinations with your tags. So these are like kind of like the 3 rules when we are thinking about tags. Here in your case, you are repeating the same words over and over and over again. This might work, but like remember that the tags are not search terms. Search terms, Etsy create combinations between the different words that you have in your tags, but tags are not search terms. So you don't need to find exactly what people are typing. Let's say that people are typing personalized phone case. It will work because you have personalized here. You have hopefully phone somewhere. And you have case here. You have custom phone case. That is the one that Nea said had a lot of search. So because you have personalized and phone case, you will be able to be matched eventually with people that are typing personalized phone case. Now that you have that, you don't need to have case repeated so many times. Once you have iPhone, you don't need to have iPhone repeated so many times. Here you use a lot of like the phone models, so like iPhone 14, iPhone 15, iPhone 16, etc. Like it gets repetitive a little bit. Okay. So that's kind of like the SEO side, is making sure that your title is good, making sure that you are using your 13 keywords, don't repeat words, and don't use single word keywords. And the last one is the thumbnail. Nea, anything to say about this thumbnail?
I think it's interesting. Looks a little busy, but shows all the. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it can work.
Yes, I think it's a little like it's not necessarily what I recommend or what we recommend, in the sense that it's busy and you don't know exactly what you are getting here. But in this case, it might actually work, because I'm guessing it's very busy when you are looking for a custom phone case on Etsy. And this one like shows something that is probably a little different. Therefore, it's capturing people's attention a little more. That's my guess. It's clean. The aesthetic is clean, and it's showing that there are different variation and that you can really customize things. I think it probably does the job. Yeah.
The thing is, I know for a fact that this is a very popular product.
Yes.
So if it was growing 3 years ago, there is so much competition right now that if I was you, I would A/B test this listing, try different thumbnails, and really focus on using very good tags, which aligns with Etsy's marketplace insert or our keyword explorer, whichever thing you're using. For example, I'm going back to title, sorry, because I was researching that. Nobody searches for iPhone 15, 16, 17. They are just wasting space there. It's better to just probably be like pastel personalized phone case, aesthetic design, or an aesthetic case or something. So design it in this way that it actually resonates your style, but also like it doesn't look like keyword stuffing. There's also very good personalized phone case for her is apparently a good keyword too, if you want to do that. So yeah, if you think that this listing, we didn't get an answer yet, but this listing probably was doing good at some point, but right now the competition is high for this design, and you can be brave and change things, and I don't think it will go worst. But yeah, you still have to tell us how it's doing and what is exact problem you're facing. But
Yes.
also
So I will say though, like, okay, so we were talking about keywords earlier, and you say nobody's searching for iPhone 14, 15, 16, 17. This is what's called the long tail keywords. Like, this is not what the majority of people is looking for, but in the off chance that people are looking for that thing,
Yeah, so maybe
this
like
is where you want
I
to.
would put this the latest one and let it be there. But like in 7 pages of search on Etsy, I did not see even a single person typing an iPhone model number. Everybody just types iPhone phone case, you know, and then they assume that whoever is selling the case will have their model too.
Quite possible.
So okay, yeah, she did responded, sales are going down. So yeah, Swati, like revamp this listing completely. Don't be, this is like, I think I was talking to someone recently and people are so scared of changing their listing. But honestly, if a listing is really going down, you can be brave and do whatever you feel like with it. You can change
Yeah,
the
and if
title, tag,
anything,
anything,
if
and it's
anything, just
fine.
create a copy of the listing and experiment with it, but don't, like, if this is a product
Don't
that
sit
I've
on
sold
it.
in the past and that is continuing to sell, and you think it should still be selling, don't don't not do anything just because it's this listing has been a bestseller in the past.
Bombed
At
in the
least make a
past.
copy and experiment on the side, but like continue on that line of product. It has proven demand. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is one of the common things. People are so attached to like, okay, I don't want to touch my, if it is doing good right now, don't touch it. But if it's declining and it was once your star product, star listing, it's okay. Let go and change it. Try different thumbnails, try different things.
Indeed. All
Pavnesh,
right.
your hand is up. You have a question? And I know you mentioned that he changed titles as per Etsy suggestion, then his sales went down. And this is a
Classic.
common story I've been hearing from everyone. But Pavnesh, you want to say something?
Yeah, there are some dump listings which are not selling currently. How to revive them?
Oh, uh,
I did not.
can you repeat your question?
There are few listings which are not selling since a long
Yeah.
time. How to revive them? How can I?
Hmm. Yeah, reviving listings. Well, we'll Pravanesh, let's
Yeah.
put a pin in
Let's go
that
back to
question
it.
and we'll finish the review of this and then we can discuss about reviving
Okay.
a dead listing on its own. Okay. So the last thing that we've looked a little bit about the three things that appear in search. So first of all, appearing in search, that's the tag, that's the title, that's making sure that Etsy's understand what this listing is about. It's a personalized phone case, you have it in your tags and stuff like that. You want more diversity in tags, you probably don't need pastel here and want to focus a little more on what this product is about. At the beginning of your title, there's a bit of keyword stuffing, but it may work. Your thumbnail is good, it probably captures the click. No. How do we convert this click into a sale? We convert it through mostly images. Almost nobody is reading the description. So I'm sharing in the chat our listing image playbook that we share week after week. And this is a free 42 pages PDF document with images and examples that you could be using for your listings. And that explains a little bit the sequence of images that you can use to improve your conversion and to take the buyer through the journey of like, oh, I was interested in this product. I clicked on it in search. Now you need to convince them and make them take the leap, buy this purchase button. Click this purchase button. Okay, so the images is the right place to do that. We are all visual buyers. If we look a little bit at your images, what do we have? Okay, so the first image after the thumbnail is something about personalization. You are hammering the fact that this is a personalized custom listing, which is great. Like people need to understand from the get-go that they will be able to make this case theirs. Although it is doing a great job at the utility part of it, it's not doing a great job at making buyers feel like they are making this case theirs. And so like I will use like a soft infographic image maybe before that or or a different title to just tell them exactly that, like make this case exactly yours. So you have like different type of options that you can select here on top of. So you have like different colors that are available, and you have different iPhone sizes, and then you have personalization. Um,
I
name
have a
for
thought on
photo.
personalization. I think Etsy just rolled out the new personalization, and listings that will be using it will be pushed in search. That is the Etsy's way. So if you haven't used it yet, use it.
Yes, there is no announcement or anything
They
saying that they
emailed
will.
everybody.
No, no, no. The new personalization features from Etsy are live. That's for sure. But
Yeah,
the fact that they are going to push you in search just
they
because you're
do
using it,
though. They do push listings which are using their latest features.
that would make sense. But it's unofficial and
It's
unproven thing. It's a
unofficial
theory.
observations, but I would say that update your listings as per Etsy's expectations.
Yes.
So create your
So the new
personalization.
personalization options allow you to have more than one question. Until now, we only have one personalization question, and we had to say, please add your name, the font color, and the second from the second image. For instance, you should look like Jennifer, cream, font 9. Now you will be able to have 3 questions, so up to 5 questions. And so you will be able to ask for the first question, what name do you want? And the person will be able to say Jennifer. What color do you want? The person will be able to say cream. What font do you want? People will be able to say font 9. So like the new personalization option will be useful there. All
And
right.
all the print on demand and everybody who's connected to Etsy have updated their systems. I guess they were supposed to. So if you are using a print on demand here, your setup will be much easier rather than you going and selecting colors and doing fulfillment. Can be automated.
All right. So the next image is an image showing the actual product. It's a soft infographic that is pointing at the case and showing you the outer shell and the fact that the inner shell is MagSafe compatible. So this is a great like this is a good image to show some key details about the product itself, the fact that it's MagSafe and the fact that it is customized. As we continue, we have another slide that is showing features. So like this one is a personalization slide, I will say. This one is a key details. This one is a feature slide, something that is explaining a ton of like features. So 3D wrap, I don't think people will get that. Durability, that's great. Vivid colors, okay, cool. Silicone liner, so that's like more like materials. Impact resistant, extremely strong with a typo in extremely, and UV protected. Okay, so here it's good. You give a laundry list of things, but like focus on the thing that people actually care about here. Like your maybe you can keep some of them and put them at a lower level and only focus on things that matter to people. Why do people buy a case? They want one, the phone to be protected, and two, make it pretty and make it down. So like focus on like the impact resistant and vivid color, and maybe put all the other one in a smaller things. Just like focus on what people want to know. They want to know that their phone is safe with that case, that it's solid. So like
Yeah.
focus on these things. Then you show another variation slide with the different finishes. This is important because you are able to choose that in your option. Interestingly, soon Etsy is going to offer the capability of having 3 variations instead of 2. So you will be able to choose device, color, and finish in 3 different things, and it will make your list of options a lot easier to browse. And then we follow with a lot of variation.
These seems
examples.
kind of unnecessary to me. Honestly, I would utilize
No,
these
it is.
slides to add different font ones to show
It is
how
kind
the
of important.
font.
No, I disagree with that, Neha. I think it's
No,
important.
it's like really hard to see the glossy versus matte on our screens. So do we need like two
But
full
these are
slides?
different. Okay, no, yeah. Okay, I agree with that statement in the sense that glossy or matte, okay, it's just missing the little
Yeah,
shine
it's
in the
impossible to do
corner.
that. It would be, I would replace this. First of all, this whole listing is missing lifestyle shots, right? There's
That's what
just a
I was
lot
going
of
to
detail.
say. It's missing life.
Yeah,
It's
so
missing
you
like
want to
helping
show it in a
people
lifestyle
visualize.
shot. I would do one glossy one in a lifestyle shot and one matte one in a lifestyle shot so that it actually shows what it will look like in your hands.
Yes.
And then I would also, there's a lot of font options, but it's hard for people to visualize what that font will look like on their phone. So I would utilize that slide to, yeah, I mean, I would generally put a font on the phone and name the font underneath so that people are making informed decisions.
Yes. Okay. I think if I shared a link earlier to the listing image playbook that we shared. Your listing is actually doing well in different categories. Like very often what we find is that many sellers only use lifestyle images. They just show photos of the product under different angle and lifestyle images and call it a day. Here you are doing a great job at showing that there are a lot of options. It's a little bit overwhelming because there are a lot of options. You need to choose what you want to write and in what color and in what font, and then what type of case you want. Do you want it glossy? Do you want it matte? Which color do you want? Like it's a lot of options. So your listing does a good job at showing these by having a lot of infographic images. There is still some work that can be done. I highly recommend for you to read the listing image playbook. Essentially, look at the sequence that we propose there. Just make sure to have some lifestyle images to show. So start with a lifestyle image, then talk about your key feature. And here your key feature is personalization. So that will come very early. Then you have like key details, maybe more lifestyle shot, towards the end to show like different things. Having these photos of different variation colors doesn't hurt. And the thing that's missing as well is things around social proof. And you may
Yeah.
want to add one of these slides, like you are a reputable seller, your shop has thousands of sales and you've been doing that for a while and you have great reviews. So add one feature, one image to show that people are happy with this product. And like if you have reviews specifically for this product, use a slide that shows 2-3 things that people say about this product. If you don't have reviews about a given product but your shop has many reviews, add a slide to say my shop is professional and you are in good hands
Yeah.
buying from me. So like social proof is important to help
Like
with the
why choose us kind of slide.
yeah.
You will see a lot of top sellers doing that. And
Yes. All in all, a good product, probably things you can experiment with on the SEO side, and definitely things you can experiment with on the photo side to help convert a little better. All right. I hope this was useful. Pavanesh, let's talk about this question that you asked. The question was like, if we have listings that have been dead for many years or for a long time, how do we revive it? And so I think this is a very good question. And the first thing you need to understand is the Etsy flywheel. Etsy shows you in search. If people find it interesting and give you the click, that's a good signal. Etsy is happy that they showed you on page 1, page 2, or whatever, and you got a click. Now, it's your job to convert this click into a sale. It's not one click, one sale expectation. It's more like they're going to send you a few clicks, but they need to see some signal that people are interested in this thing. Do they favorite the listing? Do they add to their cart? Do they make the purchase? If they make the purchase, golden signal. Etsy really loves that. And so if
I
they
have shared a
receive a good
listing
signal,
to review. I have shared a listing to review. Please review
yeah.
it. Then
Do you want to talk specifically about this one? We can.
Yeah.
But okay, so this listing is one of the listing you mentioned that used to do good and now is
is that
dead.
It is not selling right now.
Pavanesh,
I'll change the title. Yeah.
wait.
No, no,
Tell
Neha,
me.
don't do that. Don't do that. Neha is
Okay.
going to insult you. Don't do
I am
that.
not insulting you. I'm just
No,
saying
no,
he has
no,
not updated
no
his
problem.
images.
No, I don't mind. You have to criticize the
It's
listing.
again the same shots. Like I can see from thumbnail previews, it's the same shot. You have a good
Yeah, I'm not.
listing and you are killing it. Why are you doing this to yourself?
Yes. So this type of listings might have worked in the past, but the e-commerce world is professionalizing, including Etsy. It's just people have more expectations when they look at the images of your product. This is where they are trying to understand if this thing is for them or not. And so this is kind of the same thing we've been saying to you many times in the past. But like your images showing different photos of the product and the different angle or very slight variation without annotation or anything, it's not going to help you sell. You get views, you get people coming to your shop and actually be interested, but then you don't take them through the journey of going from I'm interested in this thing, it looks interesting, to I want this thing, let me click the add to cart button, let me buy it now. You are not helping them do that with your photos. And so um, let's
I think
open.
Cyril, I think it's a good, I don't know how much time we have. We have two more listings, but you can you know what I mean, Cyril? You can
Oh
show
yeah.
Pavanesh. He will be so excited.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I understand. I understand.
No, wait. I want to show you before.
All right. Give me half a moment. I'm going to show you a little demonstration of something we are working on. It's not quite ready. Um, but hopefully one day it will be able to help a shop like yours. Okay. So I'm here creating a new listing, which is a copy of this listing you've been sharing. So these green earrings, and so the image are being imported. So here, what do we have? If we look at the photos, we have photos of the earring in a hand, photo of the earring on a hand and a stick. More or less the same thing without the watermark. The same thing as the thumbnail. The same thing as the second one without the end. Something on here, finally, where we see the product being in used. We are back to the same photo that we already have seen before. This one is duplicate again. I don't know, maybe there are slight differences between the photos, but I like, what's the difference between this one and this one? It's just that there is no watermark on this one. So this is not helping you. Then you have a photo on why choose us, something that is talking a little bit about the quality and why it is. It is a laundry list of things. Here you have like a bullet point list with many things. The important message come across, like this is a 5-star shop, we have a lot of sales, etc. So that's good enough. And here a slide that shows some social proof. So here you have two slides that basically gives a little bit of social proof. It's a little
But
dense
we talked
here,
about
and
these
also
ones. These are stock images.
yes, image look a little bit stock images, if not AI. Why not? Okay, so like, but at least you took the time to create and add something that is a social proof slide, something that tells people, well, this is a serious shop. Okay, so the new thing that we are working on is basically how can we take a listing like this that has like we already know things about this listing. We know the title, we know its tags, we know the images that he already knows. And so we are creating this AI photo studio. It's not live yet. You will not find that in LIstadum just yet. And I'm doing that in my shop. I'm consuming my own credits. Don't worry, Pavanesh. So the first thing that he's going to do is that he's going to look at your title, your description, your tags, and the images that exist. And he's going to try to understand what it is and eventually ask some questions. So here it's saying this image showcase beautiful teardrop shaped malachite earrings set in sterling silver. The photo highlight the deep green color and unique patterns. here are some questions to help refine the listing. So it's asking for target audience. Who do you primarily see as your main buyers? Are they mostly buying for personal use or as a gift? The second question that it asked me is, do these earrings come in different size or with other gemstone option? And the final question is like, is there any special packaging? Is there a gift box? Is there special wrapping including? So like, for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to say people buy for themselves or a gift. Does not matter. No variation and no special packaging. Okay, so what the tool is going to try and do now is that it's going to make a plan. The tool is aware of the content of the listing image playbook. It knows what sequence of image to create for us. So it knows that a good listing should start with a hero thumbnail. It should have lifestyle or in-context images. It should have something that is like a close-up, a detail of the product. Something that is important, especially for earring, is to try to understand the size and have like some scale reference. So maybe when you put it like this on the ear of somebody, it kind of gives you a sense, but like it could be annotated in some ways. Finally, like different lifestyle scenarios, social proof as you may have it, material and quality, and maybe some giftability things. And now it's going to create a plan. Ah, well, that is a little sad. I am not targeting the latest version of what we've been working on, so it's going to create something that might not be the best. Unfortunately,
Can the LIstadum create the images like we require for that? Are
yes,
we working on this?
yes.
Yes, that's Cyril has joined the Etsy sellers, guys. He has a sewn shop now, so he is building tools to make things faster for him too. I've been asking for this for so long, but look, Pavanesh already is
Yeah.
looking good in the preview. I mean, but I don't know if it's like on the model.
Actually,
Is it,
I'm using Pomeli for that. I'm updating one by one listings.
see,
It will take time.
but the thing is, like,
Right.
yeah. So once you put the details and all, it will be more accurate. Right now, it's like put a coin next to it, so it just hallucinates what the size is.
It is not
Or
a
maybe
the size
it
is
maybe look
probably available
look
in
at
the
from your
description.
description, right? Yeah. But
It's quite good.
Yes,
you
so
see,
this is
it's like
going to
night
get
and
better
day.
eventually and have more consistency in between the images. Like right now, they are maybe a little we are working on making this better, and I'm not going to release this feature to LIstadum users until I feel confident that the images that are being generated are good. Right now, I don't love it, but it's already showing you a direction this could be taking. So let's have a
But
look to the images
but
that we are
will
using
it allow
currently.
all the well, it will allow all this AI generated images
Yeah,
on the
so there is only
listings?
one. Etsy doesn't have any rules for this right now. The only new rule that's coming out is on June 9th, which is a New York law, which is like if you're using human figures, which one of these listing created, it needs a tag saying AI model.
Yes.
So that
So this
the
will probably
transparency.
need a little badge here that says that it's an AI model. Otherwise, it's a little bit illegal. But otherwise, okay, let's just review the images and do like a little side by side of what we have. So like the existing images that we have for these listings are all the same. They are like basically 1, 2, 3, 4
Yeah,
images showing
correct.
exactly the same thing, like five images showing exactly the same thing. These 2 images are exactly the same. Okay, I'm going to even put that like this. So we have 6 images showing exactly the same thing, followed by 2 images showing exactly the same thing, and a little bit of social proof, etc. So that's great. In comparison, what do we get? We get a clean thumbnail. We get one lifestyle image. We get something that zooms in and shows some key details. We have a size reference guide with hopefully the annotations that are correct. We have something that shows us some use case, some presentation,
Checking.
like make a gift for somebody. We have a social proof slide that is not only taking um, one of your reviews, but also like make it a little more aligned with the shop. Hopefully, you have again an image that is zooming in and also highlighting what you are getting. So here in this case, you are getting both the fact that it's sterling silver, but also that you have a natural stone and it's highlighted like this with proper arrows. These images are night and day with what you have. We strongly believe that this type of images will convert a ton better than this type of images.
Yes, correct.
Here,
Yes, correct.
basically, if we were to remove all the duplicate, it is kind of if you had only these 4 images. And the question is like, do you take people through the journey while they are shopping your shop when you show them this? Even this here, you have only basically one social proof and things like this. So like you go from having 3 useful images, a thumbnail, something that shows is in use, and a social proof to all these sorts of images. And hopefully they get on brand, they get aligned with your brand, with your shop, and they look consistent, and they are truthful as well, because like you don't want to sell something, like to show something that is not representative of the actual product people are going to receive. So if it is truthful to the product, then these images are going to convert a ton better. Remember when we talk about listing, and I'm going to resume the conversation I was having earlier around reviving a listing that's dead, it's going to be extremely hard. Like your listing is not going to show up in search anymore. Therefore, you will not have that many chances to transform search results clicks into a sale that will tell to Etsy, this thing is worth showing again, and then they show you again, and then you get back into that loop. When a listing is dead and
I
not receiving views anymore, that means that
I
it's out of the loop, it's been buried.
actually I made 2 mistakes. First, I changed the title. Second thing is
Mhm.
I revised the price. I increased the price because of higher silver cost.
Yes.
These two
It's
mistakes.
okay. Honestly, don't think like that. Your listing has 1.2K favorites. It already has so much momentum going for it. And these minor things is not going to be like the deciding factor that, oh, you changed this one word and, sales went down. Etsy cares just about sales. So
Yeah.
uh, it's it's not just word in your
Like the
listing.
first
They
thing I
also
will
tag
change
it
here is
internally.
working on images, taking buyers through the journey, and making them go from like, wow, that looks good, to wow, I need this, buy. So your images is where this is at. Please rework your images. I know we've been saying that to you many times in the past few months. I really hope you can do it. Have a look to the listing image playbook, and of course, soon we will have tools to help you do that faster. Um, but for now, like if you want to help a listing like this, your images is where it's at, and it's where it's not where it's always has been before. I think um, the way people were buying on a platform like Etsy
What
was
about tags?
a little different. But yeah,
Tags.
what about tags? So you are using your 13 tags. The question that you want in tags, so always like, are you using your 13 tags? Yes. Are you using single word tags? No. Do you have a big diversity of words? So here I see that you have the word gift 3 times. I see that you have the word malashit. I don't know exactly how to say that. 2 times, which is not too bad. The word earring, how many times? Only 2 times, which is also not too bad. Uh, Sterling silver. Like your tag seems to have a good diversity. So now the questions that you need to answer when you're making your tags are: what is this thing? What is it made of? Who is it for? When is it for? Is there a particular occasion? And um, if it is something that is giftable, like it needs to also appear in a thing. So if I look at your tags, they seem to be representing your product fairly well. What is it? It is handmade jewelry. It is dangle drop earrings. What is it made of? This material, the malachite stone. So like you have many tags that describe what is it and what it is made of. Then the question of like who it is for. Well, it is a gift for her. It is for a sister. It is for a bridesmaid. When is it for? A wedding, Christmas, Valentine's. Uh, so like all these like are answering the question that I was saying. So to repeat them, what is it? What is it made of? If that matters. When is it for? Is there a particular occasion? Who is it for? Who is going to use this product? Who is going to look for this product? And finally, if it's a gift that it's being highlighted. So you want to use as many words as possible that are as many different words as possible and that answer this type of question. I think your tags have a pretty good diversity here. Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with that. I have a question, Pravinesh. Are you pinning these things?
Yeah.
Okay. So Cyril has a new update for Pinterest too. So I was like, okay, till you do your listing images and all, at least we can pin better. I don't know.
So how much
we-
time it will take to launch the product, the list you are developing?
Cyril, the perfectionist here is working hard.
We can update later on. Once we launch it, we can discuss on that and we can change it later on. So
Yeah,
how,
I think there are
how
two things. I told you for your shop size, you have to do like a good look at the strategy you want to go do for your growth. So better pins, better images, and ads. So we will be talking about that, but that's the thing. Okay, Cyril, we have a lot of people in the queue. So
Yes, let's move on.
so
But
the
okay,
next one in the line was Nasser. Maybe we should.
let me find.
Here's the latest message because he was sending me the shop manager link.
So the New York mini pack link,
Yeah.
is that the
No,
one?
that's
Okay, there's one after that. All right.
that is that's the one, but he was sharing the shop manager link. So
Okay. All right. So this is a completely new listing. This listing has been here for 6 days. It doesn't have views. We don't really we don't really know if this product is necessarily going to work just yet, but you're using LIstadum. It's following the rules, so this is good. Let's have a look to what is it based on here. So we have like coloring pages, city mini pack of a New York edition. So New York skyline coloring pages. It's a printable mini pack. I'm not exactly sure what mini pack means in this case. New York City architecture line art PDF. And then you have like your 13 tags that are being used, and it looks like you use like different ways to type what people may be looking for. New York skyline, NYC, that's good. Travel, printable. It looks like you are doing a good job here at not repeating words too many times. So I see the word travel a few times, but that's not necessarily bad. The word activity a few times. But otherwise, like you're doing a good job here at having a good diversity of words. So you are using your 13 tags, you don't have any single word tag, and you have a good diversity of word. Now, do they answer the questions that we've been talking about? What is this? Who is it for? When is it for? What is it made of? So here, it is a digital download. It is representing the New York skyline. What is it? It's a mindful activity. So that's when to use it, when traveling. So like it's travel activity. A use case also that goes with that, stress relief. That's pretty good. And then it's a gift for people that into this wanderlust. Okay. Wanderlust, travel gift. So gift for travelers. Okay. This is good. you have a green tag in here, which makes you probably think hopeful about this and hoping that you are going to get a good amount of traffic. Is this your primary tag? Is NYC instant PDF the first thing you like when you type that? Is this what you are expecting to find? Good question. I think it's in the theme, so it might work. So the tags I think are doing a pretty good job. Yeah. The title, it's a little unclear to me what city mini pack means. Is this something that people know of? Is this something that is a common?
What can I clear now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, this is a mini pack. Why? Because I have a full version, which may be around 50 to 60 pages. But just to try the acceptability of the people, I just launched this mini pack. This city mini pack may contain 15 to 16 pages at the most.
Okay.
Like this, I have.
But is mini pack
Paris.
something that people know about? Like, is it an industry term that people know what they get into? Because basically, the question I have is like, mini pack is how you refer to it, but do people care about the fact that it's a mini pack?
That's right.
Like, is it important to them, or because like this product for them is a New York City edition, architecture coloring
Can we
page.
put in the variations also?
Can you repeat this,
Variation also,
Pranesh?
mini pack and large pack. We can put in
Yeah,
the
as
variation
a
also.
variation, although you cannot necessarily have variation in digital downloads. So, but like you may want, for instance, okay, so you may want to highlight the fact that there is a certain number of pages in there, like 16 pages or something like this.
Yeah, it's in the description.
Okay, I'm going to repeat this one more time. People don't read the description.
Yeah, they don't.
People don't read the
Also, like-
description. Let's have a look. One moment. Yeah, let me finish this point because it's important. Let's try and find the description. Let's go and hunt for the description. This is where I arrive on the listing. I arrive here. So the first thing I see are the images. There is the title. There is the big buy button, and then there are a bunch of stuff. Okay, I missed the description. It's here. It's closed here. Nobody reads the description. It's hard to find. Etsy does not put it front and center. And for a good reason. It's just people don't particularly read that. That doesn't mean that you should not write this information into it. Maybe about, like if you have 100 people visiting, there is maybe 10 of them that will be interested in learning more and will want to find all this information in the description. But you might already have lost 90 of them that wanted to find this information in the images, didn't find it, and bounced. So if there are 16 pages, 16 printable, like here, for instance, from your images, I know it's coloring pages, but I don't know that it's printable. Like just add some badges, just say 16 printable coloring pages or something like this in your thumbnail, because this is how you are going to make people know at a glance what it is. And then, okay, now, sorry. I made my point about nobody reads the description. Everybody is a visual buyer.
Does, but yeah, I also wanted to say, like, I'm looking at city coloring pages. So first of all, New York, nothing comes up. But I guess like travel coloring pages is a better term to use. Country coloring pages, urban coloring pages. But again, like the demand is pretty low. So I don't know if this is even a good product. And then if you look at Etsy, when it shows you like, you know, how to show bundles and thumbnails, or what kind of other people, like competition, basically, your style is very different. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying like, okay, this is a good thumbnail image. It's saying 38 coloring cover, New York browns, and it gives you like a preview of what colored versus uncolored or more aesthetic image.
In your case, you have the colored versus uncolored, but it's kind of hard to know what it is. And also, again, the mini pack is not something
the idea
that people
behind is this is just to, the cover is just to convey this. Left side you have a black and white image, and right side you have a colored image. So
Yes.
it's aimed to communicate that this is coloring book.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can
yeah.
color. It's a relaxed coloring or something like.
Absolutely. No, no, I get it. Another way to try, like if you are to do this thing, is to use the same image but only have it partially colored. This way, you see that this is something that you have to color. But okay, going back to this, the mini pack information is not useful for people. What they need to know is that there are 16 pages in it. They need to know that it's a printable. So
Okay.
make that clear from them. Then if we look at the rest of your images, so you have an example here of what is that, the Empire State Building, and in black and white, that is probably what you are
This is
getting
line art.
originally.
It's the same in color.
Yes. So here that will probably be better to put these two on the same images and show like ready to color and show like an example of what it would look like.
Does that
And here
not
you
make
can
sense
make
that this first
multiple.
one is the before one is black and white, the next one is color? Does that
Yes.
not make sense?
Oh, it makes sense, but you are
But-
wasting space and time of people.
You have to
Okay.
assume
You don't
like
have that much time
people
to convince
don't go that
people.
far.
Yes, exactly.
I think they'll browse 5 to 6 images and make their decision.
Yes.
Okay.
So basically here you are like, it's perfectly clear that it's like, oh, black and white or color. Oh, black and white, there's no color. Black and white, color. It's perfectly clear, but like you need to help people project that it is their job to transform that into that. Also, as a coloring book, it's kind of,
Hard to color.
yeah, it's hard to color this black and white thing because they're already kind of colored. Like usually a coloring book, it's more like black and
Very
white lines. Here there is like a lot of shades of gray that it's
Gray.
kind of like pre-colored.
It's
It's going to
grayscale
be
coloring.
really
This
hard.
is actually-
Can you say?
Sorry?
This is grayscale coloring book.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, write that. Your images just can use a full lift. First of all, it's missing like informational images. It's missing, lifestyle images and everything. It's mostly like, I think I see this problem in a lot of sellers. They think product is more important than presentation, but that's almost not the case. You can present anything and sell anything. So your product might be good, but if you're not presenting it in the way that people are used to, kind of, you will kill your listing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
see,
so
like very
just like taking
lifestyle,
the
what people are
example
doing.
of a coloring book here, like clearly like super. Oh, this one is like personalized coloring book. That's kind of cool in its own way. They're using the
That's
thumbnail
almost
to
a better
show.
product to launch than generic things. Personalized coloring book for people's travel pictures is
Yeah, let me go back to like travel coloring book here to have something that is not too far away from what we have. But like looking at what exists here and what we have, I don't like their images here because like they don't work. They're all clipped and all. Like if you are going to use badges and banners like this, just be careful about the safe area and make sure that things are going to look good
The
in
one down, this one, Iconic Cities, is also mine. The left
this one.
corner. is
okay. So it shows
Iconic
up in the
cities.
search. One down, Cyril. One down.
Down.
One down.
This one.
Down. The left.
So
Yes.
it shows up in the search, which is already a good sign, right?
Yes. And yeah, arguably there is no uniformity in this listing. Everyone is very different, colorful, not so colorful, etc. Okay, if I'm going to guess, okay, so who's the target audience of your thing? If it's for kids, you need images that are more like this.
It's
That
not
shows like
basically for
crayons and
adult,
ants.
it's
But
for
I think
adult-
yours is
adult
not
coloring.
necessarily for
If it's an adult coloring book, make that. Like basically, it's not very clear from your
exactly.
listing.
All right. So
Like this 113 travel, like it's still a better thumbnail. Just because it's a bundle.
Yeah, this one is kind of a bundle, but like see it as like an annotation to show exactly what you are going to get. And then it's showing the different pages that you have to get. Just like you, it's a grayscale coloring book. Here in this case, it's just showing all the pages, which is
Good
giving
and
it away
bad.
a little bit, but why
Yeah.
not? And
What is the
like,
video? Okay.
What is
Wow.
did you
The
ask me?
video. No, I was asking Cyril what is the video they are sharing.
yes, I am not a big fan of these listings. I'm yet to find one where I'm like, this thing is going to sell better than the rest. Let's maybe go and try and find the bestsellers in this. So most relevant is best seller. Okay, so what's selling the best in this category?
The first one. I
And
want to see the video of the first one.
yes, okay. So
How
I think
cool is that?
this is more in line with the type of thing you want to have. And I
Did
will
you
go
check
and
the
find
video
inspiration.
of the listing of mine, the New York City video?
That was, I need to find it again. I'm sorry. Okay, so here you have a video.
What's up?
Where you
Is
are
audio?
showing the different thing. No, this
No.
one.
Okay.
The
Sorry.
audio is
Got
coming
the-
from
Was audio?
somebody else.
Okay. I was like, did Etsy add video?
Yeah, your video is something. We talk often during this session about the progression and how good or bad videos are. So not having a video, bad. Having a video, any sort of video, anything that moves is already so much better than not having one. So here, like that you have like a slideshow or something like this where you show different things, it's good. It shows movement and it shows people something that moves and something that shows a little more details. Better, like this type of video is like the ultimate thing that you want to have, which is kind of like print your printables and actually shoot it in real conditions so that it can work. Okay, this one has a very different aesthetic, but I can guarantee you this will sell a ton more.
And it's only 8 months
Obviously,
old, so I'm sure it's selling like crazy.
yeah, like they're getting tons of views and
It's
stuff
not
like
even
that. So
cheap.
first of all, they found who is going to draw this thing. They made a listing that is a lot more feminine. They go on the pink side, pink pastel colors and things like this because they know their audience. For this coloring book in particular, visibly it is more targeting women from the listing. And then they are using the images to show what it would look like once printed.
This one is a book. It's
Well,
not a
this one is
print
an
book.
actual book, and they just like use like, so let's like lifestyle images, and they show you a little bit. So see, that's a page that is in the process of being colored. Is probably better than having the side by side of like black and white. Then
Also, I
being
think
colored.
for people who want to explore not just selling printable but coloring books, Printify probably just launched an activity book, or T-Launch has activity book. So these can be automated with print on demand.
Yes. The printable thing, you need to, when you are selling a printable, you need to double down your positioning on the fact that it's an activity. When do you want a printable? So like I'm taking more like the case of like in here you talk about like stress relief as one of your tag. Well, make it completely about stress relief. Like make your entire listing talk to people that are in a situation where they are stressed and they are trying to find relief like this. So like your entire listing from title to tags to the images should appeal to somebody that want to use coloring as an activity for stress relief. If your printable was for children, then use that as an activity, like quick activity for a weekend with the kids, or to keep kids busy on a holiday or something like this. Like you want to position and you want to make your listing transpire that this is what this product is going to give you. I hope this is useful. This is very abstract. All in all, like your listings are appearing in search a little bit, but then converting the clicks that you may get into a sale might be a little tricky if you don't take the time to print your own printable from time to time and actually take real life photo. Maybe you can use AI to help you with that a little bit, but like
basically I feel
it
that
might be
the
a struggle.
the printable market on Etsy, especially like if it's AI generated, like it is insane right now. Everybody is trying to sell similar stuff, so you need to stand out in your listings. Like anything above excellent will work right now. Nothing
Is a
nothing
one-year
below
listing
excellent
that
will
is a
work.
bestseller. It shows front and foremost that it's 58 pages. How do they do it? They show example of the pages that they have, and then they have like soft infographics where they show what you are going to get. Here in this case, it is like annotated with numbers for the coloring book, but like it's a little different. But like, see, go and so here's a technique. When you want the thing, you type what best represents your product. So you're like, see, earlier we type coloring book, and when you have coloring book, we find a lot of children coloring book, right? So then you were like, okay, maybe yours is more like for travel. Even for travel, it was not exactly it, but it's more like adult coloring book. Okay, so now
Actually, I have
you have found like, now
few
that
more
you found
things,
what
but
is
the
more your,
startup with travel.
It's
yes,
okay.
but
Travel
travel is
coloring
even
book
like
is a
lower.
good.
Like here you are doing like things that are more for adults. You're not doing like within coloring books, you have like two sub niches. You have like coloring books for kids, coloring book for adults, and then within adults, you have like travel and maybe some other like travel gardening. I don't know, like some other aspect. So go in
Department
Etsy
section.
and search for the thing. So like you are doing an adult coloring book, search for adult coloring book, and then you go in show filter here and you type like you open Etsy best and you type star seller. You click star seller here to find the people that have shops that are selling a lot. And if you look at the URL here, it's written is star seller, and you can replace that by is bestseller. And now it's going to filter and put at the top the things that are actually selling for these keywords. So now you will be able to see these people that are selling a product that is similar. And here you could go and put like travel and like your sub niche in there to see these people that are selling in my niche or sub niche. How do they do it? What type of thumbnails do they use? What type of images do they use to sell their thing? Is like, do I need to show the thing already colored or not colored at all? And it seems like most things are working. Like this thing here is like half colored, half not, and this one is showing just like the fact that it has many pages. But all these things are selling a bunch. So like use the technique to see what your competition is doing and what is working for people searching for that, and try to do the same experiment with that until you find a format that works with you. All right, now any more?
No, I was also saying that if you see the numbers below the listing, that's the LIstadum extension. If you don't have that, you can definitely install that to see how old the listing is and how many favorites and views it has. Gives you an idea.
It's kind of interesting. You have like very recent listing, like 2 months old, 4 months old listing. When you see that, what does that mean? That means that there is demand. There is demand. There are new bestsellers being created with listings that are only 2 months old, 4 months old. So like this is something that is not yet completely saturated. There are a lot of it, but like,
and that's what you should
to break in. If you come in there and you see that all the bestsellers are like 4 years old, 3 years old, 5 years old, then it's going to be really hard to gain momentum because these listings are already sucking all the air out of the room. But if all the listings that have bestseller right now are fairly young, then you have a shot. You have a shot. It's doable. All right. Is there another listing submitted by
Yeah.
somebody?
Rita shared something.
I see one from no, Sweaty we've done already. Pavanesh we've done already. Reta. All right. Oh, we did one of these
in the last one.
last time or the one before with like the cowboy invites.
Yeah, we
and
should
that
check
was
how's
you as
that
well.
doing. We should should we check how's that one doing?
Yeah. I'm curious as well. Okay, so thanks for sharing this listing. Again, it's very new, so we will not know if this thing has traction or the type of problem that we have here. Similar. So Pink Pony Club birthday invitation template. So it's a birthday invitation template is clearly the primary keyword here. You want to know in your tags, you want this. Like, so you will want the word birthday, you will want the word invitation. So invitation is not in your tags. I will make sure it is. Template. So invitation template. So coquette template. You are missing the word invitation somewhere in your tag to show that this is kind of like one of the important thing. Pink Pony Club and birthday invitation template are your two main tags. After that, you want to know what is it. So is an instant download, editable Canva, horse party theme thing. Okay. So when is it for? Well, it is for birthday or
Is it for kid's birthday? It doesn't
is-
say anywhere.
I'm going to guess
in general.
yes.
Edit any aid.
I mean, it could be anybody, but personalized name, age. Like usually this thing where you put the age is more like for for kids. Well, it's maybe also missing in your tag the fact that it's kid's birthday invitation template, but it's good. Okay, so we have a very busy invitation template. It was similar to the cowboy one we did the other time. It's not necessarily bad. As we probably said last time, let's make sure that this is not completely out of frame. Especially when you have a lot of text here, it might get cropped a little bit. So we got something new that we just also added. This is like kind of a little free tool that we have. Nothing terribly hard, but it's going to show you a little bit what is your image going to look like in various setting on Etsy. So like when they show your thing in square, obviously it looks really good, but like sometime in the result, they are going to show it like this, which looks pretty good. Or basically all your text around gets cropped, like edit any age, Pink Pony Club. It's very much going to be cropped when you have something like this. It does not look bad, so that's not necessarily a problem.
But like the 3:4 ratio is what's going on Etsy right now.
Yeah.
Second
And that is
one,
definitely
the title is missing this top one.
Yeah.
First
so
and
I feel
second
like
one, Pink Pony is
Yeah.
missing.
Yeah, but that's not dramatic. Like it's kind of hard to see at a glance what is it because it's lacking a lot of contrast, and it's a very busy image. But in this category, I'm sure if we type, one moment. If we type in here, kid birthday
Pink Pony.
invitation template,
Okay.
Okay, so similar to what we did earlier, I think it's a good habit to go and look at how are the bestsellers selling
Mhm.
their kids invitation template. So what I was curious to see is like, are other people doing something that is this visually busy? And the answer is no. Even when you have something that is no, they don't do it as busy here. Like they have something with like items in the background and all. It's a little more contrasted. They leave a little bit more space for us to see that is kind of a card and not just thing. Like when you are here, it's hard to know that what we're getting is this thing
Yeah,
here, and
where
it's
it
almost
starts and
like
where it ends. I can't
yeah,
tell.
yeah. It's hard to know where it starts and where it ends. So what you see when you are looking at the bestseller in this category, kids birthday invitation template, is that the images that are from the bestsellers and everything that's popular tend to be a lot more contrasted. You can clearly see where the card starts and where it ends. And I think this is the problem you will encounter with most of your listings that you've been showing us. So yes, like showing the card, showing with ends for can be useful for scale. And even when we put things in the background like this one, it's not as busy and there is a little bit more contrast. So thumbnail wise, I will definitely try it. So let's say that I understand, like if you were to organize,
What is that spelling? Penny?
I do not know how to write pony. Is it like this?
Just look at the listing.
Oh, it's a Y. Okay. It's because in French it's pony, and yeah, I got confused.
Okay, so the first one is your first page is yours, but is that an ad?
Yes. So the good thing is a good thing. Let's say that you are organizing the birthday for your little girl, and you know that your girl loves ponies. Then you are going to type, very likely, something like pony birthday invitation template. The good thing is that you are showing up there. Great job. And even though it is very busy, it is also sticking out. So it's not a bad thing here because everybody has kind of like the same designs and you have something completely different. So that's pretty good. If we look at this one, that is a little bit more in your style. Like you can see what they did. It's less busy. They are still using things in the background, but you can see there is a lot more contrast, and you can see a little more the size and the fact that it's a card. It's also a new listing.
And this one,
so-
it shows. No, it's not a bestseller. Never mind. Is
no,
it a
no,
bestseller?
these are
That's
not
normal,
bestsellers.
yeah.
These are not bestsellers. All that to say, I really truly think your thumbnail is very busy. It might not be a bad thing because, like, if it was appearing in the middle of every other birthday invitation template, might be too busy. But it kind of sticks out, which is not a bad thing. It's a pretty good thing, actually.
Like this video. I shared the link to the YouTube video of Linda's session we did on selling printables and the importance of videos. So I suggest you guys watch that video.
Yeah, this
Because
video is
this
so
video-
simple, yet it's showing clearly
It's so
what.
simple, so good. It's AI. So there's a
Probably is.
star randomly, but it still looks good. You know?
It looks very good. No, no.
Yeah.
This is the type of video you want if you can manage to make this type of things
Right.
here. Like in the grand scale of videos, not having a video at all, like this one, not very good. Having a
How old
video
is
like a
that one?
slideshow
That one
like
is 1
you,
year old. So
having a video like a slideshow is much better than not having a video, because like you see, if I put my mouse cursor on top of it, it starts moving and it might capture my attention for a little longer. But this type of videos is really more what you want. You want it to show in the hands of people. You want it to show moving, and that will be a lot better. Okay, and then looking at the other images, so like the type of images that you want. So you want to show your product key details. You want a lifestyle image. You want different like key details of things. The fact that you can edit any of the edge, that's great. The key detail is that it comes as front and back. The fact that it's an how to use here. The fact that you are going to use it in your Canva, that's also pretty good.
It's missing lifestyle images, right?
It's missing a true lifestyle image. I mean,
there
this is
is
a lifestyle
one.
image, but like,
Mhm.
and this is a social proofing. Well, although you have frequently asked question, although you have most of the image type that are needed to convert this, in theory, everything is just very busy
Hello.
and overwhelming. I think there is such a thing as overdoing it, and I think this is it.
Maybe not. We don't know. It's only 4 days old. But I
Yeah,
think
we
my
don't know.
first recommendation here is just to fix your thumbnail aspect ratio, because that's like, because it's clipping so much in the Etsy search and you're already coming in the first page. So it would be good for you to fix that aspect ratio so your invite is fully visible in the aspect ratio that Etsy gives you.
What is to be improved? I just want to understand.
I mean, I would say first the thumbnail, because it is cropping a lot, right, Cyril?
No, I think the cropping does not matter as much here.
I don't know. It is, if it has so much text, it just feels incomplete.
Yeah, no, the problem is not the cropping. The problem is that we don't exactly know what it is. But like, again, the thumbnail is probably not as bad as we say it is. The reason being that it's so different from the rest. Like, if you come for ponies and everybody is offering the drawing, childish pony thing, when people actually want more of a coquette, real horse and
I
cowboy thing, like this thing pops out. So like the thumbnail, I think is not the problem, but then once you enter the listing, it is busy. There's a lot in there. You don't really know. Like, okay, so see, for instance, here you have Pink Pony Club and front, like these two images are exactly the same. This one you probably don't need. This one is giving you more information. The fact that it's front and back.
Okay, so I think
yeah.
these listings are so young. I don't want to like say that, oh my God, it's not going to definitely work or whatever. What I want you to explore is that launch this listing in 2 or 3 thumbnails with different aesthetics and see which one is converting. Just the thumbnail, okay? And I had one more point. I would also add lifestyle image, like real. So maybe you can try, see how it comes out, but like just the invitation in a real setup. So couple of more lifestyle shots to how it will look like in a party. And I would also, because your AI skills are so good, I would also encourage you to make the video we just saw, like that kind of video, and add to your listings. So those are my 3 recommendations. Again, like changing everything right now is not it's too soon to say that, but those would be some minor changes we could do, right, Cyril?
Yes. Although, yeah, okay. So I do agree with all of these. I will say,
if you say it's busy, it's your preference.
no, well, it is my preference, but like, unless you can prove me that busy converts.
No, but that's why I'm saying that we should launch multiple thumbnails of these listings.
Yes.
And see which one does better, right?
Yeah, right.
Sure.
What? Okay, I'm going to try another time. I'd love to see what it looks like when with like the new photo editor that we are building, and see if this can make a difference in terms of like how things will be presented. Your shop is still fairly
1 month.
Fairly new, right?
fairly new. It does not yet has like a lot of data to work on, but like this style, in my opinion, pops and is very different from what other results have in this category, which is a good point for you. But also, you need to look at the data and see like if it works. Like, it's not because it's different that it's better, or that's what people are looking for. And so you are making a very unique style that tends to be a little busier. You need to experiment with style as well until you find something that resonates with the buyers, if that makes sense.
Right. I got it.
Okay. I'm trying to find.
I have only 4 listings. Out of that, I showed you only one. I shared only one.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we honestly, we don't even open this event now on Luma, and I feel like because we have so much to talk, that we only surface it in LIstadum, and that's nice that, you know, we
All
can
right.
do like
So
one listing.
this is just reusing the images, title, tags that you've been having, and I'm going to do a new pass by giving it so like title, description, the tags, and the existing image of your listing, and I'm going to run this into our new work in progress AI thing, just out of curiosity to see what this type of thing will propose. What did you want to emphasize? Do you have any customer review? I'm going to say no and no. No and not yet.
Oh, it's a chat interface. Cool.
It is a chat. Basically, the first phase is the studio is interviewing you. It's asking questions to try to understand what your listing is about and what's making it unique and what you want to get out of these listings. So remember that when you sell a product, the same product can often have different positioning. And the positioning is like, who are you going to sell that to? Who is going to search for this? Who is going to stumble upon this listing? And who do you have to convince that they need to buy this? Sometimes you need to convince, I mean, like the invites is a little different, but like, sometimes who you need to convince is the person who is going to buy them for themselves. Sometimes you need to convince the person that is going to buy the thing to gift it to somebody else. Sometimes you need to convince the parents for the invite. Sometimes you need to convince the children. If like, I don't know, like if the they are like, let's say we're talking here about kids invite birthday. I see 2 scenarios. The first one is you are searching yourself on the evening, the kids are sleeping, and you are on Etsy trying to find the invitation, and you're trying to find something that you like. You are the mom or the dad, and you are trying to plan, and you're looking for something that you like. The second option is you are doing it with them. You're like, okay, it's almost your birthday. Let's do the invitation. And you're going on Etsy to show them inspiration, and you're asking your kid what they like. And that would be a very different person to convince, to try to convince a 10-year-old and an adult that your design is good. Okay, so if you look at this new AI photo studio, what it's proposing here, it's a little bit different. It's not good here in the sense that it has cropped the thing.
I
and
think it
completely
took like
lost
the
the thing.
first image, and the first image was a little corrupt.
Yeah, the first image was a little busy. It kind of like lost a bit of the detail in the process. But just to give you a sense of the type of images, I stand by what I've been saying this entire time. I think your images are too busy. And I am personally finding this a lot simpler to browse and answer the questions that they have. This is wrong. It should more have a thing that say like customize the edge, and these are just examples. But it shows you front and back. It shows you the fact that it's a digital download, and you can edit in Canva, save and print. You have a size reference to know what size it is, and it's showing you next to a pen what 7x5 is. Although, is that the real? This is a pen. Is a pen really? Yeah, well, that might be.
Maybe.
That might be correct.
Right.
It's using one of the images to put some level of social proof and say that people, I don't know, he probably invented it, or maybe it's in the description. And here you have the perfect design for every theme, and the fact that it's editable in Canada, it's an instant download, and
Disco Cowgirl, Western Party House. That's cool.
yes. So the images that are being generated are very different from the original, and in this case, it didn't work very well because it did not, like, he probably based
It
most of
needs
his
like
work
a
on this
base
one that
image
was
with
kind
the
of cropped.
screen.
But if he knew the base image, he would have probably done a lot better job, like these ones, at creating something that has like a consistent theme that is relatively simple, that have the right level of annotation, and that is maybe not as busy as what you have here. Here, like, okay, there are some size information, there are more labels, more things. No physical item will be shipped. There's just so much going on, so much text, so much to read. It might work for some people, but it might be way too overwhelming for others. And so I would experiment with
Yeah, I would
as well.
experiment. I would experiment with both type of images and see if you believe that this Pink Pony invitation is a in-demand product, then you should definitely experiment with it. You're already showing on page 1, and adding more of this listing will not hurt you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Right. We have to improve video and the listing. Right. That's it.
Lifestyle images, video, and then experiment with thumbnail images.
Right.
here, given
Thumbnail
that your
is
shop is relatively new, that you don't have that many views coming in yet, or sales, or like you don't have clear data that is showing you like, wow, this thing is working right now. I should make tens of variations of it. So like you should experiment until you find a format that works for you. And in this format, like that you currently have, like, unless it's really working, like, you should try with different things. And don't forget, honestly, it's kind of boring and advice, but like, look at what other sellers are doing, especially in the bestseller thing. If they are doing something completely different from you, and everybody else is doing something completely different from you, it might mean that doing something different will set you apart, and it's a good thing. But it might also mean that they found the formula that works, and that you should probably do the same thing, because this is what buyers resonate with. So like, it's kind of a double-edged word to be different. Like, maybe you are so different that you are going to attract people, but also maybe you are so different that you are going to be discarded, and just because it feels like it's a completely different product from the rest. Worth experimenting with everything until you find what works for you. All right. Well,
Right.
I hope this was useful. I saw somebody
Definitely, it is
asking.
very useful. And,
Sorry.
definitely, it's very useful. I'm saying.
Thanks a lot.
Get to learn something.
Thank you a lot. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for sharing your listings in the chat and letting us grill them and listening to us ramble about how we believe images is the key to more conversions. It's much harder to find why something does not get the views. Like SEO is kind of like this nebulous thing, like finding the perfect tag. It's not really a thing. But like once you're getting the views coming in, and even if you get just a few, you just need to make sure that you convert this on invitation templates. So like printables, printables in particular. So PDF, things that are like low ticket item for $2 to $10. The conversion rate we observe is anywhere between 2 and 6%. If you are receiving 100 views and you have not made a sale, your listing is a serious problem that needs to be addressed. If you are like a 2 to 6%, that means that
that you should double down and put ad money behind it.
no. That means that, okay, let's take an average. We just say 3%. So a 3% conversion rate means that 1 out of 30 visitors, sorry, 1 out of 30 visitors buy your things. If you have a listing that got more than, like if you are doing invitation, Canva, printable, PDF sort of things, and you are not making 1 sale every 30 views on the listing, then something is not working at that listing level. And you need to address that, because if you don't convert these views, Etsy is just going to say, it's not worth sending more views to this person. They don't know how to make the sale. I'm going to show somebody else who does. And that's how it works. So the conversion rate are different from product type to product type. Of course, when you have like higher priced item, Pavanesh with jewelry, for instance, the price is higher. This is not necessarily a super impulse buy the same way it will be for a low ticket item. So like the conversion rate for jewelry is probably closer to 1%, like 0.7 to 1.5% is where we want, where a PDF printable is probably more like 2 to 6%. So like it's very different, the type of numbers we see from category to category. All that to say, based on your category, if you are not getting a certain number of sales per certain number of views, that means there's something really wrong with the listing, and very often it's the images. Fix the images and you will get more conversions.
Sometimes it's just fix the product. Sometimes the product is just like, okay.
Yeah, well,
I think we should do a session on how to analyze your product for desirability. That'll be a fun one to do.
I'll let you organize this. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for attending this
Many thanks for hosting this
listing critic
Hope
session. You're very welcome.
Sometime.
This has been recorded,
so
and we will be posting the recording on our YouTube channel. And we will post the link to everybody who attended this in Luma. We will have another of this session in a few weeks, and it will not be a listing critic. It will probably be something a little different, as we may collaborate with somebody else. We have Sherry from the printable and more.
Sherry is going to talk about selling printables. So
no, she is not actually. I am going to go and talk to our community about the same thing. So the Printables and More Club from Sherry, and we might be just doing a joint session in 2 weeks where we talk specifically, not specifically about printables, but like we'll be talking about these things we are talking about, the flywheel, how to kickstart it, how to make sure that it's healthy, and we'll see if there are some interesting angles we can do around printables specifically. And like I said, like there are some things that change from category to category. In the printables category, the conversion rates have to be a little different, and there are some strategies. What Linda McDonald's was talking about a few months back in one of our sessions for printable specifically. Just print the damn printable and end it in your hands, film that, and it will make a world lot of difference.
Okay.
All right. On that note, have a great rest of the day, and we'll see you in a few weeks. Have a
Ramesh,
good
we'll
one,
launch
everybody.
it and you'll get the email. Okay.
Yes.
Bye.
All right, everybody,
so
work
much.
on your
Thank you
images.
so
Bye-bye.
much for your time, for
You're
teaching us.
Sure. Thank you.
A great day.
You too.